Chapter 14, one card left to play. Welcome back to Character Select. It's 2 p.m. Thursday. This is the next afternoon.
Okay, Max. Now you check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
Look out, he's getting to the Bronco plane.
Keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in.
Might.
Unless they look like you.
Sex
Jesus!
My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them, too. Every last one of those bastards.
At least they aren't like just firing in the midst of the civilians.
Yep. Gotta maintain some measure of civility, right?
Check in.
Roll up the sleeves, Max.
Bastards.
Max brings a big gun to a big fight.
Yes, Senor Tig. Ow, that's not cover.
Boom! Boom! Took that guy's hat clean off. I have no bullet time.
And your cover ain't great, because from there, when you try and aim at someone, it puts them in cover to your aim.
One thing I really like about this game is how much of a unique perspective on shootouts it gives you.
Yeah.
Like, we're having a shootout in a fucking airport baggage sorting area. What the fuck, man?
It's a weird place to have the gunfight, and I like it.
There we go.
Wow, that guy took quite a few. Can you? I wonder if you can shoot that out, like...
I can't because I have to go across it. Uh-oh. Fuck me. I'm in trouble.
Nope, now
Oh.
they're in trouble. Hooray! That's a nice selection right there.
Also, this level has some of the best music in the game.
Again, I'm very much reminded of the older Max Payne music, this one.
Yep. Like, it's...
It's like that sad, whiny guitar.
Yeah. It's got, like, its own...
Dude, swap out that one for one without the fucking laser sight on it.
I'd love to... Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I can. Right. 9. There we go. No! Fucking...
Son of a bitch!
God damn it!
Oh.
All of you guys have terrible taste in guns. All of you. Every last one of you, assholes.
And you're wielding the one without ammo in it. That's a shame. Senor Tig already spent
Yep. He served his purpose.
his porpoise.
Right? No shit, I can. Alright.
I mean, pointless, but yay. Yep, merp. Maybe you shouldn't have, though. Alright, good.
Okay, I'm
ow.
good.
Everything's fine.
I figured it out. I cracked the code. But yeah, the music in this game is definitely very different from the other Max Payne games, but it feels like it's inspired by while being unique.
Yeah. I mean, again, it makes me think of, like, the aspect that Rockstar games in general does for a lot of gunfights. If you think about it, I mean, GTA in and of itself is a poor example in some ways, but they did try to push the envelope with set pieces for shootouts. Although a lot of the time their set piece was defined by the comedy of writing, this one's set pieces are defined by what set pieces would be fucking dope and different to use.
Oh shit! That guy fucking survived Last Man Standing.
No, you killed the dude behind him. There's 3 out there.
Okay. Never mind then. He's probably fine.
I felt like my
Oh, shit.
vacation was coming to an end.
Oops. Oh
I
well.
wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
We're gonna finish reloading that first gun? I think you put it back in unloaded. I really do love the 1911, just style-wise.
It's a very solid, dependable gun. Honestly, though, while I do like the 1911, there's a better version of it now called the 1911 High Capacity.
That's the sport shooting one with the better magazine feed, yes.
Yeah, it just has... It's literally just a 1911 with a double-stack magazine. That's all it is.
They made it for sport shooting. Again, like this, they don't have the world's most massive selection of guns, but the ones they have suit the setting and are all punchy and different.
Yeah.
Which is the best you can hope for, really.
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Oh yeah, the bull!
Thank you. Now I
believe there's a bathroom at some point. Here we go.
Well, chaos and guns. I might have known you'd turn up.
Sorry. You heading home?
Oh, I am here to pick up my daughter, but I imagine she's stuck on the plane. What are you up to?
I love this interaction.
No. Trying to make a difference. Giving back.
Yeah, well, that's what you call it.
Take care.
Yeah.
He's gonna go drop the world's most
Judgment
righteous
with a
deuce right
smile.
now.
You can't beat it. Chances were I wasn't gonna be alive much longer. So why not get a buzz on?
Hey!
Nothing was happening back here. I had to get to where the action was.
But yeah,
I mean,
love
you've already missed like the golden guns, so I didn't bother pointing them out because they're weirdly
Doors
clustered
lead in
in
the
those
direction
first
of
three
the
rooms
main
after
terminal.
baggage. And I was like, fuck it, that's just too much hassle.
Yeah.
Why spoil a great
The
moment?
customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead.
Wait, is there? Nope, thought there was somebody in there. Never mind. But yeah, I love the fact that guy keeps showing up, and it's like this is how boring Max Payne would be if he had a happy life. He would have
Yeah.
been that
There
guy.
were Ufe
Yeah, just
all
picking
over
up
the
his daughter
airport.
from the
The
airport.
civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their
Here comes the
escape
best
was a
part of
weird
this level.
sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Yes! Oh, is it gonna be the old moving cover trick?
Oh no, not moving cover. Just listen to the fucking music, my friend.
I kind of would have liked if you to start wheeling that thing like squeaky, 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 just across the floor
Right.
to shoot them all.
That would have been cool too. He's one dude behind some fucking luggage. Just kill him.
They just all open fire at once, just granny panties come flying out, and you disappear like a ninja who dropped a smoke bomb. Ow! Standing up into that seemed ill-advised.
Oh, got him.
Ow! Oh, you stubbed your toe.
This fucking song. I love this song.
It's not as Max Payne as that first one, but it's still very good, which is fine.
Oh shit.
Lefty. Under the balcony. There he is.
They evacuated this place in a goddamn hurry, didn't they?
Hey, look, bullets will do that to you.
I guess so.
Is there someone, like, above you on the left as well? I feel like the guy who was up there didn't die, but maybe he did.
Got him.
Far left. Oh,
Yep.
there it is.
The terminal is very difficult because there's very little cover here.
Hey, there was a dude up there. I'm not crazy. I'm okay with it now. Oh, there's lyrics. I'll be damned.
Yep. Give our souls away. This is the song that Heath wrote for this game. Hey, Heath, help. This band is called Health.
What kind of guns are any of them toting?
They've all got like G6 commandos. Now it's
Very Nine Inch Nails.
to let you go.
And a perfect circle. It's like
Yep.
a mix between the two of them, I would say. Who else? Who else am I fucking thinking of? Oh god, I'm gonna feel like an idiot for not remembering the band's name.
Breaking Benjamin?
No. They hate all of their music being available on stuff like Spotify and all that, but they have all their discographies on YouTube.
Metallica?
No.
Oh.
Those things past the TSA.
They did a lot of the stoner music. Nice. I'm gonna have to look it up now, because it's now bothering me.
Time for something stupid. Not yet.
Tool! That was it. Tool.
I actually really like Tool music.
Yeah, I fucking love Tool. I'm just annoyed that it's really hard for me to get it anywhere other than just like someone who put the discographies on YouTube. Oh, this was gonna hurt. Oh,
Oh my god, that was fucking
there's
perfect.
so many more dudes! Uh-oh. That's the sturdy... Oh, standing up was bad though.
Grenades.
Oh, you got lucky. Grenades, just perfect.
Whoa, that gun freaked out.
You were reloading it at the same time as you jumped back. It wasn't freaking out, that was you reloading a revolver in midair.
Jump! Oh, that fucking helmet flew off in the perfect way to block the
It
bullets.
did, yeah. Flying cover.
Give our souls away. God, I love this song.
I'm mostly shook that I couldn't remember Tool.
Alright, I do have more
Maybe
bullets.
they were in the next terminal.
Also, there's a Glock.
I'd keep looking until
Fancy
Victor
it.
sent
I'm
me
not
a
sure what your other
postcard
pistol is
from
that isn't the
Miami.
bow.
Bull and Glock, so I'm good.
Oh, you've already got a Glock. Okay.
Yeah.
Another music shift. I like it.
Yep. Oop, wrong button. You guys are gonna need a lot more cops after I'm done here.
They grow them in vats here. It's the,
The sad thing is, not all of these, probably not all of these cops are involved in the whole organ theft.
Oh
right?
yeah, no, it's hard to imagine that they literally have over 1,000 corrupt policemen. Like, that's a difficult world to imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, they might do, but over the entirety of Brazil, not the whole private army.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Give
But
me this.
they're in the way of justice, so they gotta fucking perish. Oh, that was cool! Oh, that was very cool!
I meant to do that.
Of course.
This ain't no G30 or G6 commando, but I'll take it.
It'll do. It's a rifle.
You guys really think this is gonna stop me?
Hey, any edge you can get. That dude's still kicking. Oh, you are painkillerless and lit.
Fuck.
Oh.
I was really hoping I would go down, but I got too focused on that one
Just a
dude.
little bit too out of cover for too long.
Oh, the way back here? Fuck
It's
off.
not that bad. You've got like those 3 dudes and then the slide. That was
And I-
way smoother too.
I can also do the fucking balcony slide. Ooh, painkillers I missed.
And cover to jump into.
Nice combat roll.
Tram to the next terminal was down
Hey,
the
you've done
escalator.
worse.
It's true.
Yeehaw!
That worked. That worked fucking awesomely.
That worked so well. And look how less hurt you are. Also, can you see that perfume ad? Chantal.
Chantal Homme. Whee! These are really nice floors. I
They
really hope
are,
they can
yeah,
clean them
they
up
are.
from all the blood.
And this whiskey is finished.
Just in time for you to sober up with Max.
No. Not drinking his honor. His drinking time is done. I'm still in the prime of my alcoholic life. You know, my late 20s. The prime, as some might say.
Whoa!
Ah, nice.
Oh, that transited from hip to shoulder.
Didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on.
And a lot of dead cops.
Yeah. A lot of ammo. Ooh, hey.
Ah, just a Mini 14. I haven't seen
Something
one of
for
those
the
in quite a while.
nerves. It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Probably both.
He's so fatalistic at this point. He's like, you know what? I'm either
I mean,
gonna die
he was
or I'm...
immediately correct. Look.
Yeah, it's like, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna kill everybody involved in this atrocity. So, whatever. Let's do it. I'm surprised I killed that guy.
Yeah.
Come on, fucking die.
Not a very powerful gun. I mean, it makes up for it by having like a 30 mag and incredible range, but still.
Oh yeah. This gun has a better fire rate, oddly enough.
Yeah, and just about as much damage by the looks of things. Like, yeah. It just doesn't have the range on it, that's about it. You should totally take that Mini 14. Incredible.
Nope. There we go. I did drop a gun here. Can I get that ammo? Nope. Guess it was a different gun. Alright.
Different gun.
Just need to police up your brass, gentlemen. Don't worry. I'll be putting it to good use.
Yeah, which gun is that one there?
And we were off. I felt like I might be able
it
to
was a Spaz
recharge
15.
for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
They had a perfect opportunity to kill him.
Didn't work out like that. Of course, there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me.
I'm not in the mood, you fucking psychos.
You were gonna have that one nice sit down. Totally spoiled.
Did I get him?
Nah, he's still kicking. Ow. Hey, look, there it is. It's a sign.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. I love how silly it looks. And I also do like the punchy, like, I'm a long pistol noise it makes.
Pop. Pop goes the assholes. I had a shot and I missed it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that one got him. Little finisher there. It's a fucking long tram ride. How big is this goddamn airport?
Actually, Vegas has a tram ride about this long. McCarran Airport?
I don't know personally. I'm not good. Not down to climb with the Americas of knowledge.
Of course.
Roof pop.
It was perfect. Every Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
Killed somebody.
It's weird that you get a red dot when you can't fucking see him. Like, it's useful, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely weird that you get that reticle.
If you play on, I believe it's old school mode, which takes away last man standing, you don't get that.
Makes sense.
You know what?
Yes, the spaz! Again, fucking excellent gun. That's exactly what it's made for.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Bonk. Good thing you were reloading that.
Oh! Fucking
Oh.
ass over tea kettle right there. Hey, what's up?
Tits over
I
tats.
felt like I'd missed out on the joke.
Ah,
And it was
shit.
a real good one. Come on.
Yes!
Fuck you!
The fucking most awesome. That might be his best move yet.
Better than the fucking Jeep Fabrico Bronco?
I mean, no, I think that was more impressive.
The
That
tram
happened
fair.
a lot shorter and a
I'd
lot
only just
more
gotten on
fucking...
board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Yeah. Like, the instances of that were far more brutal.
True.
Oh, bing bing!
This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it.
Yeah, he's getting a little
Becker's
fucked
pimps
up.
were everywhere.
Yeah, no
So
kidding.
he and Bronco must be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar. But when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks. Let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted
God,
this.
there's so many dudes.
Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass.
So, Max's sarcastic confession
There the bastards
aside,
were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
it is about redemption, no matter what he says.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me!
You're fucking right, I did.
Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
That's a good fucking choice right there. Being lit up on your right.
Oh shit, you're right.
I'm getting the hang of seeing like how long someone has to be aiming at you on the edge of cover
Oh, that's
for that
gonna
to be a
hurt.
problem.
You're pissing on another man's bullwax!
It's kind of what I'm good at, Becker.
At least that guy's firing a grenade launcher, so he can't be the one to trigger your would-be last man's.
Fucking hell, there's so many guys.
There are so many dudes.
What do you expect to achieve?
Then I hold down that fire selector.
How many warrior clowns you gonna send to their deaths?
God, the idea of like being the guys all against the one Max Payne and his incredible kill count is intimidating.
Oh shit, right?
Like literally at the top of his lungs after murdering his way through this airport and killing another fucking half dozen, 2 dozen even, sorry. The opposite of a half. Going to like, Who else? How many more are you gonna send to fucking die for you? Like, these guys should be bailing the fuck out.
Oh, oh, that guy might. Ready? Ready? Boom!
Yes! Oh, the arm! It's gone.
Do you remember how we started?
I do, but I don't remember the scene in its entirety, but I fucking do now.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized...
Do I kill him?
They were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
You can let him die. The achievement for shooting him is you push a man too far.
Get in, Max!
One last guy to get.
I'm in. Just drive the fucking car. Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just getting close.
Look! There's a whole team of them! Over on the right!
Look how much ammo you have. 94 extra rounds.
Come on! We've got a flight to catch.
It's not going to take off without us! Come on! Don't give up!
Reload, goddammit.
Gotta get more reload time in.
There we go.
Ay! Shit!
That about sums it up.
You want to nail that helicopter, they're getting the most shots in on you.
We need to clear the runway!
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Shit! This isn't good!
Got him. Fuck this airport, man.
Shit! Right there! I'm normally a behind the gas kind of cop!
If only I'd been one of them too.
We're fine. Okay.
What?
I think I broke the
them!
game.
Planking at him! Look at you go! That's the amazing part!
Coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with.
They're going to collide!
That guy in the fucking plane is just like, what the fuck? It's over. It's almost over.
How is he still alive? I mean, I've said that about you, to be fair.
It's okay. This is absolutely
Max!
worth it.
No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
I mean, you let this one go.
Not exactly.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a lift.
That's bone.
Yes.
This song is called Payne.
You don't say.
Bahia. A week later. Notice that he's still drinking soda.
Yeah.
Update on the astonishing Morgan harvesting scandal. The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation
Local
is
justice.
underway. Local residents expressed outrage, saying they have been let down by both law enforcement
Yeah,
and
local.
leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's
Sunny everywhere else.
Welcome to Marisol with the weather.
I'm really glad you didn't just get executed by a sniper at the end of that.
Right.
Like, it would have been exactly what he wanted, honestly, to just die all of a sudden on top for once before he had to consider the implications of it. That's going to be too easy. This is going to haunt him later.
So the thing is, the way I see that ending, in the first game, he got his revenge and felt empty because it didn't change anything. In the second game, he killed everybody that was trying to kill him and got his revenge and felt empty because it didn't change anything. In this game, he got his revenge, but it was for something other than himself.
Yeah, it's a good
And
cause.
he got the catharsis of exercising his demons and also made a difference because it wasn't just about him.
Yeah, indeed, as before mentioned, he could have walked away from this one, and it's exactly because he could have walked away that this was an ending that he could have actually hoped for. He killed the bad guys, and that happened.
He can't go back to Brazil. He'll never be welcome in Sao Paulo again.
He fucking
go
isn't
back-
welcome back in the Americas.
Yeah. He can't go back to Jersey, which is where everything else that he's ever known is. But you know what? He's on a beach in Bahia.
Yep.
He's still not drinking. He's not okay, but he's better.
Yeah.
And that's really all that he can hope for after everything that's happened.
Like, I wouldn't have been surprised to see him sat there at the edge of a bar, staring at an empty glass and going, should I be drinking again? And then finally, all of it finally catches up to him and bam, some meaningless, nobody maybe like chance, like a shootout is happening down the street, and someone just fucking fires a shot and it catches him. Like,
Yeah,
something
but-
on it, like, that's honestly how I had a feeling that it would end. I'm kind of glad that it didn't, and kind of surprised.
And
Like, I really
maybe
thought it'd be like, and here it is, the end I was waiting for. Except it's not one that I engineered myself.
yeah. And maybe that is how he ends, but
You don't get to see it.
yeah, that's his story is over. You know?
Yeah.
Also, I love the fact that this game was made by Rockstar basically in Canada, Vancouver and Toronto. But it's such a tonal difference from Max Payne 1 and 2, which are basically the noir detective going out to right the wrongs of the unjustly accused, which is him. But this game is more about the broken hero, the damaged detective from the noir stories trying to come to terms with the fact that he can't die, even though everybody else that he knows has, you know?
You know, he's the film noir guy who found himself in the middle of an action flick.
And he found something worth fighting for, which he never thought he would again.
It was still kind of revenge. It was revenge on
Right.
other people's behalf, though.
Yes. Well, that's vengeance, not... that's avenging, not revenging. He was standing up for people that couldn't stand up for themselves.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just... It's such a good story, and they really could have made it with any character, but I like the fact that they brought in Max Payne to give it that pathos, that emotional baggage of the first two games. Even if you've never played them before, you know that there's something in his backstory that's just crushed him.
I mean, yeah, they force feed you it in every
Yeah.
scene where he's miserable and drinking himself to death.
But then at the end, if you go back and rewatch the last scene, when from the time that he confronts Becker to near the plane to the time that he to the time it fades out on Rodrigo being arrested, there's only one screen flash where it's like a distortion, and it's when he's facing Rodrigo, or where he's facing Victor, and is getting ready to kill him, and there's that flash where he's just like, his drug is rage now.
It's just it's hitting all those chemical points in the brain.
Yeah, but this is I feel like this game is an underrated, is very
Indeed.
underrated, because
At the same time, it's understandable, because all the complaints people have against this game are legitimate. Like, when I came across Max Payne 3, I could not get into it. I found the visual effects that occurred discomforting to the point of painful and headache-inducing. Like, I understand them, and again, I will say this for the umpteenth time, thank fuck we're in Parsec instead of TeamViewer, because I wouldn't have been able to watch any of this.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have been able to see a goddamn thing. But, like, I have those very same issues, and of course I've come at this from another point now. Technology's further down the line, it's easy to eat that stuff up, bigger screens, yada yada yada. But, like, the issues people have with them are legitimate, but I feel like they're issues that have aged themselves out of mattering. So many games now have that same like weight of imagery and sound, like there's heavy dosages that just weren't around even like 5 years ago. Yeah,
this game is, the color palette in this game is saturated to the point of nausea, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah, as well, but like it can be correct and still be an unpleasant experience. I'll never tell someone they're wrong for saying they hated this game.
Right.
And, like, even as strong as the word hate, like, I love the first two Max Payne games, I hated this game. That said, if they say they hated the game, love the first two, and have actually played Max Payne 3 from start to finish, they're wrong or they're a liar. Because there's no way they did if their issues were that heavily set in and they went all the way to the end. Because, like, the payoff is there, and it's
so
those two
worth
games. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But I mean, from just like a strictly story perspective, it feels as weighty a story as the first and second Max Payne games. It's just the weight is applied differently. It's more like the first and second games crush Max. The third game crushes Max and Brazil. You know?
Yeah.
It's like an area effect as opposed to just the one put upon desperate character. It's the country. The country is as much a character in this game. Like Sao Paulo, the state of Sao Paulo is as much a character in this game as Max or Passos or Victor Bronco.
I've got it. It's thinking way back into the past now, but back when I was still doing like film and media school and all that stuff, before even university, when I was again doing film and media, did things on. There was a movie that was about gangs in Brazil. I think it was City of God.
Yeah,
and it is weird looking at this game having watched that movie beforehand, and it's done from the streets level of the movie, and a lot of the cinematography in it was done by like literally people who were just poor gangster kids and drug dealers who had cameras and wanted to take photos and get out of there. Like a lot of this like had real footage all nestled in it with this same storytelling, and it's very weird seeing like, by all accounts, Max is a rich white guy, because he got paid for like some of these jobs, and that was probably above and beyond cash.
Yeah.
Admittedly, it's money that came through pesos back when pesos couldn't be trusted, so it's probably not as much as he could have been getting, but that's not to say it wasn't a lot of money. He was a rich white guy, full of demons unrelated to that city, and he was in a world where that city's demons are so powerful on their own already. It's very much a collision.
That they overpower his.
Yeah, no, it was it's a huge collision. Like, a place that's just rife. Every single person has their own Max Payne level of problems.
Right. And it's
like, if you think about it, all those police you shot, like, maybe like a third of them probably have as terrorizingly heartbreaking backstories as Max himself.
Yeah. And ultimately, I mean, gameplay, a lot of people had to be thrown in our way to slow us down, so, I mean, that's just the way a game works. But, I mean, from a strictly narrative perspective, the game starts with you're at the high life. You're seeing how the rich people live. Halfway through the game, you go into the favelas. You see how the poor people live. And you see how the poor people are then stepped on by the rich people, and how the people that are supposed to be protecting both are obviously not doing that. It's so...
I'm reminded of, that's what we love to see. Happy, smiling tourists. And you're like, fuck, that's all they have. That's their economy, because the rest is drugs and dudes.
It's just... So, I mean, I understand why people saw when this game came out, and they were like, this isn't a fucking Max Payne game. It's so bright. There's no noir. There's not even any rain. That's the point.
Yeah.
The point is, you're taking a character with huge and terrible demons and a terrifying backstory and a noir detective pastiche, throwing him into a city where that is still important to him, but won't be for long because the city is stronger.
Yep.
And it's just such an amazing way of telling a story. And then making it about heroic bloodshed, and I swear to God, we killed probably like 1,500 people, man. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? A goodly percentage of them fucking deserved it. And you know what? A fucking goodly percentage probably didn't. Wrong place, wrong time.
Yep.
But that's an American action movie.
They pulled a gun.
Yeah. There's, of that whole game, one dude surrendered, and we let him walk.
I mean, you can kill him.
I mean, yeah, but we let him walk.
Yeah. But I'm really glad that Rockstar actually made this game. The actual creator of Max Payne 1 and 2, Sam Lake...
He'd never intended to do another one.
He never intended to do another one. He had no involvement in this game at all. And in Alan Wake, which came out just before this, there's a joke about... if you go back and watch V and I play through the series, there's a joke about characters being kept alive long after they should be, which is kind of what they were implying with Max Payne 3. They're like, the Max Payne 3 doesn't need to come out. It's Max's story is done. We're moving on to other stuff. And Rockstar was like, we're going to take its story and we're going to make it Max Payne. And when this game actually came out and Sam Lake got a chance to see it, he's like, it is an amazing Max Payne game. Not just an amazing game, it's an amazing Max Payne game.
I kind of need to, in fact, I'm going to do right now. Looking up Sam Lake, Max Payne 3. I want to see exactly what he had to say about it.
At least that's the quote I remember. I'm going to feel like I'm going to be put on the spot. God damn it.
Let's see here. Lake mentioned that they asked the people at Remedy to play the game during its production in order to play the feedback. Lake liked it, especially because it felt like a way to bring Rockstar's original style to Max Payne's world. He was happy to see it. He was actually afraid of the idea of seeing Rockstar just trying to mimic Remedy's style instead of doing their own. It was still Max Payne, but it was definitely a different game and a really good reimagination. They should do their own thing, and we should do our own thing. And if we tried to mimic each other, it feels like the wrong approach. He feels like Dan Houser was an incredible writer, a phenomenal writer, and he was long after the development of the game. When he was doing the graphic novel, he wanted to he had a really long talk with Lake about Max's childhood so that he could write a new story about it.
Huh. No shit. I never got that deep into it, but I mean, that's the guy who made the original game coming out and saying, yeah, it's great.
And that he was also like, I was super fucking afraid that it was going to be, I definitely thought that it was not a good... Yeah, I was like, I don't want it to be a copy, and I'm afraid that it shouldn't have happened. And he was, amazed and surprised. So, yeah, I like that.
Also, just kind of throwing this out here. If anybody out there watching this video through to the end, because my god, this credits list is fucking long. If you get a chance to get the soundtrack to this game, maybe 50% of the soundtrack is actually like good listening all on its own. And then the other 50% is more like driving bass beats and stuff like that. But which doesn't really fit into a lot of situations, clearly. But the last 3 songs in the last 3 songs before the bonus song in the soundtrack, which is called Birth, Pain, Tears. And then some of the incidental songs like Ufe, Imperial Palace Hotel, and Sampa? No, Shells, sorry. This soundtrack is amazing. And if you go and watch like some of the making of, they talk about how they created the songs to have different audio cues when different things happen so that they can kind of seamlessly wind their way through a song with a definite beginning and an end, but they can make it ramp up, they can make it ramp down. It's really, really good. It's so worth it. As you were saying as well, I looked it up just to see. And I'll pass on the link so it can go in the video description as well, because Rockstar put up a feature on the soundtrack, so it's got 3 of the ones that Health did for the game: Max's theme, Tears, and Combat Drugs. Yes.
And even then, they were like, they needed something that could inject all that melancholy and noise in a score that helps propel him as he transitions between a dark present and a tragic past.
Mm-hmm.
While staying true to the heavy atmosphere of the Max Payne series.
It's just, I can't talk about this game enough. This is like the 4th or 5th time I've played through this game. I've never played the multiplayer on this game. You've seen how long this game is. I have something like 45 hours in this game. That's how much I friggin' love it.
There you go. I'll hook you that little link there. Apparently that link that I've handed you as well also has the feature on some of the behind-the-scenes creation of it.
Nice. I'll have to go back. I think I probably watched it, but it's been a while.
It's free and it's on Rockstar's site.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool actually. This is Rockstar's old Max Payne 3 site, they're untouched. They just leave it there.
Yeah,
it's fucking weird actually.
This game came out 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's why I'm so surprised that it's like the old banner for it and everything. It's like, it says Rockstar Games presents Max Payne 3 out now. I'm like, of course it's out now. It's been out for a long time.
But I mean, you look at Rockstar stuff now, like Red Dead Redemption 2, everybody gushes about that. Red Dead Redemption all on its own. Grand Theft Auto 5, all of that stuff. You can see, like, either the roots of Max Payne in it with, like, the facial modeling and animation and stuff like that, or you can see what they took from those games and put into Max Payne 3. It's just, it's all there.
If I have to think... If I have to think of the iconic parts of Rockstar's productions that play incredibly strongly towards making Max Payne 3, they did, I don't know if you ever played this, Manhunt 2 specifically, I believe. Did they do the original? They might not have done the original. But Manhunt 2 was a very, very, very freakish game that had this, like, same, like, scratchy, idiosyncrasy, like, horror style.
Yes. And I didn't play the second Manhunt. I played my brother and I played the first one. He played it a lot more than I did. But Manhunt is fucked up, man.
Absolutely. They did the original Manhunt as well. They did them both.
Also, I've never noticed this before. James McCaffrey did the actual mocap for Max Payne, presumably not including the action sequences.
Huh, I wonder if he did the ones out of the past scenes, because I don't think any of that had hardcore enough stuff that he couldn't have mocapped it.
Right. But like the opening scene where he walks into the apartment, he walks around and gets drunk and throws the picture at the wall and all that stuff, that's all James McCaffrey. Huh, that's him acting in a fucking room with no scenery. How cool is that?
I mean, they could have given him a scenery room, honestly. Like, doing mocap in a set piece is way fucking easier.
True. But they actually did model his face, Max's face, after James McCaffrey's face.
Well, of course they did. Max Payne was always modeled off of James McCaffrey.
Brazilian Portuguese consultant, Paulo da Silva. Huh.
I like that.
The local population. I'm not sure if that means, like, the people in Sao Paulo.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I mentioned before that there was a movie that a lot of the footage and stuff, like a lot of the things they got were just just kids who took footage of kids who were there and they just needed to be a part of something and tell other people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised if they just had, like, some dudes go into the fucking favelas, like, hey, you got tanny looking skin and probably won't get mugged, go in the favelas, talk to some kids, and they probably did, and they probably came back with some fucking horror stories.
Probably. I mean, you want to see fucking poverty. I don't. I mean,
No.
if you want to see poverty in a developing country, then it's like Brazil and the favelas.
Brazil, the shittier parts of India as well. Like, that would be an amazing setting for a game of this style, like fucking developing India. Except it wouldn't be as colorful, which I feel it would steal a lot from it.
Yeah.
Like, not to offend any, but like, it doesn't have that same like thematic, overly shouty brightness that Brazil does, where it's like fighting to say the world isn't. It's fighting to tell the world that it isn't shit.
Yeah.
And it is. It's a loud country.
Dan Houser and Laszlo, produced by Laszlo.
Of course, LA Noire. Duh. Another probably like huge part of helping to like really, really fucking purple the shit out of their pros.
Can I also just say that LA Noire is one of my favorite Rockstar games? Like, bar none, no contest.
Really? Has it been done on CharacterSelect?
Has not.
Would you like to do it?
I would. I've actually asked several people.
I'm down.
Oh, we've got another game to play after this one, though.
This is true. Should we say?
Are we on the same page on that one?
I mean, there are multiple options, so I'm like fine with any of them, so say, pick one.
Does it start with a Q?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, the whole point of playing the Max Payne series and the Alan Wake series was to see games by Remedy. And the next game that was made by Remedy was... Do you know?
I don't know that was actually the next one that they did. I'm gonna check their fucking play and then just see if that's a dumb reference.
Okay.
Let's go here. I tried to pull it up on their site, but it's not in order. Damn.
Oh,
It could be that it's in order. I have to like go to Wikipedia and I don't want to, and this joke is spreading out too long. Quantum Break.
Quantum Break is their next game, and I would very much like to do that. I've only that is a game that I have not finished. I've played, there's 5 chapters to it. I've played through the first 3, and then I stopped because I was like, I don't want to know what happens quite yet.
Whereas I've never played it, and I have next to no experience in it. I just know that it is very much in that same style.
Yes. It also has an interesting method of storytelling in that between gameplay chapters, you see actual live action video of the bad guys.
That said, if I remember rightly, they're supposed to look super Uncanny Valley in it because they did a lot of smoothing.
I don't know about that, but I tend to kind of look past that for character actors in games, so, I mean, that's me. But
Big and media nerd. I got stuck in a lot of that.
Fair enough. But the other thing that we're going to do with Quantum Break is you and I played Max Payne. V and I played Alan Wake. So you, me, and V are going to play Quantum Break.
Yeah. Which, of course, I can't wait for the scheduling on that one.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure it'll be easy enough to do. God, these credits are going for so long. It has been literally 20 minutes.
Yeah, just about.
Jesus.
We're onto the musics now.
Yeah, so we should be almost done.
Courtesy of Mr. Bongo.
Courtesy of Mr. Bungo.
And I think
Courtesy
JS
of Mr. Bungo.
is it JS that is the one that did the rap?
I don't know, actually. I know it's called Nine Circulos, which I'm totally pronouncing incorrectly.
That one might have already gone by.
Yeah.
I'm just watching for it.
Yeah, you always watch the credits. It's the least you can do for all the enjoyment that you get. But I really
It's
wish
weird.
that
Like
they would...
I would agree, but at the same time, I make games and I can't watch credits all the way through, so I've never blamed another person who's never seen my name turn up in a game's credits. Like, they've been there, it's turned up in some, but at the same time, I fucking won't judge them.
Now, the most important thing is they don't say good. Okay. They did not say Max Payne's journey through the night will continue.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Max Payne 3, and that was a long-ass last
your
episode.
final outro screen as well.
Yep. Got that nice looking suit.
Did not look like that for long.
There is multiplayer in this game. It's not good. I'm sorry, but it's really not.
The arcade's kind of silly.
The arcade is kind of silly. It's basically the story mode but you get points and stuff. There is, however... actually. There is, however, hard mode now. Low health and bullet time rewards. Efficient bullet time and shot accuracy is a must. Beat the game on hard to unlock hardcore mode.
It would be nice if they told you, what those consisted of. I don't know if it was worth it to you.
Yeah.
Because this is a habit I hate. I hate unlocking difficulties. I fucking hate it.
I agree. The difference between hard and hardcore is that you have even less health, you have fewer bullet time rewards, enemies are also harder to kill, and painkillers do less health regen. And then old school mode is basically hard mode, but there's no last man standing. So
that's probably how I'd choose to play the game.
Yeah.
But again, I won't, because even though I plan to go back and play this in my own time, I don't fucking want to complete it enough times to do that. to get those difficulties.
But yeah, that was Max Payne 3, so I hope everybody out there enjoyed it. If you've made it all the way through to the end here, thank you for watching with us. The next game that we're going to do is Quantum Break, and it's going to be with V, and it's going to be great. So hope you'll join us for that. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, support us on Patreon, and Skow. There's that piano.
I wanted to speak, but then the piano dinged in. Character Select story will continue through the night.
The dawn has not yet come for Character Select.